Good morning, everyone. Today's topic in operations management is serve call model, or the model to find out the quality of services. So, serve call model is also known as rater model, and this model is very useful when it comes to comparing uh, quality performance of a service with the customer need or customer's expectation for the service quality. So if we talk about the serve call model, uh, uh, the evolution of serve call model was done by Zietmal, Parashuram and Berry to compare service quality performance with the customer service quality expectation or need. So it is very useful to do a gap analysis model for an organization's service quality performance against the service quality need of a customer. And for measuring these service quality, there are five attributes which are taken into consideration when it comes to service quality. So what are these five needs of customer, or what are the basic parameters of the performance measurement are shown in the diagram as well. So these five components are, first is tangibles or tangibilities related to the service. See, service is not a tangible item which can be seen physically, so it is very difficult to find out the quality of intangible item. So tangibles means the physical facilities, equipment, or the staff appearance. These come under tangibles, which is associated to a service. Second component is reliability. So what is reliability? It is ability to perform service dependably and accurately. Third is responsiveness. So it is known as willingness to help and respond to customer as soon as you get the call, or as soon as the customer require your services. Next is assurance. So what is assurance? Assurance is ability to inspire the confidence and trust among the customers of your services. And last one is empathy. So what is empathy? Empathy is the extent to which caring individualized service uh, is given to each and every customers. So that means you need to understand the psychology of your customer, then you customize your service according to his or her need. So these are the five parameters on the basis of which this gap analysis model, which is called serve-call model, is presented. So on the slide you will see that there is a model presented here. So upper half model is about the customer, and second half model is about the service provider or marketeer. So as you see, there are mm, contents like word of mouth communication. Customer, how do customer came to know that about your service? So first he got to know about with the help of word of mouth, or his personal need, or his past experience regarding the service. So on the basis of which customer expectation is developed for the services. Then he, on the basis of this expectation, the perceived services perception about service is developed. So that is called perceived services. Then we move on to marketeer side, or the service provider side. So you will see that service delivery, which includes the pre and post market context. Then external communication to the customer, how customer got to know about your services. So external communication is one of the important thing. Then transition of perceived services into service quality spaces or specializations. So what customers perceive about your service and what services you are giving. So there need to be a translation of perceived services with the services provided by you as a provider. And lastly comes management of perception of consumer expectation. So what a service provider or the management of service provider have perception about customer expectation, because if there is a gap in management's perception about customers expectation and actual customer expectation, then the problem can arise and the quality is lacking. So on the basis of this diagram, there are uh, four themes that are identified in the serve call developers, and it could be labeled as gaps. So what are those gaps? So first gap, as you see in the diagram, you will find there is a customer expectation gap and management perception gap. So first gap which I was talking about was the gap between management perception about the customer's expectation and actual customer expectation. So this gap is known as gap 1. So management may have inaccurate perception what customers actually expect, and the reason of this gap is lack of proper communication between marketeer, I mean the service provider, and the customers. So the presence of a marketing department does not automatically guarantee the market focus. So it required for to appropriate manage appropriate management or the appropriate department for finding out the customer's expectation and provide it to management, so that marketer or the service provider can change their attitude towards the customer. Then there could be a second gap which we need to analyze. It is gap between service quality specifications gap. So it is also known as gap number 2. So there may be an inability on the part of management to translate customers expectation into service quality specification. So this gap relates to aspect of service design. So when, as soon as you get the customer's expectation and you are providing customized service to the customer, this gap may happen because you wrongly perceive the customer's expectation, you could not provide the same specifications in your services. Third gap arises, which is known as service delivery gap. So as you see, this is the third gap here. So it is a gap between service delivery, service operations, and service translation. So if we talk about this gap, we could see that guideline of service delivery do not guarantee the high quality service delivery or performance. There is a several reason for this. This reason could include insufficient support from frontline staff, or the processing problem, or the frontline or contact uh, person's performance variability. So this could be the reason of creating this kind of gap. Fourth gap is called external communication gap, which is gap 4. And as you see in the diagram, it is service delivery and communication gap. So it is known as gap number 4. And the customer, in this case, the customer's expectation are designed on the basis of external communication done by the organization. So on the basis of this communication, customer expectation may form. And if the service provided by the service provider that this does not meet out the criteria of his expectation based on service providers customer based on service providers external communication, so this gap may arise. So a service organization must ensure that the marketing and promotion material are accurately describe the services and the kind of services offered by the service provider. And the fifth and last one gap is the gap between expected service and perceived service. It is on the part of customers. So this is known as fifth gap, or gap caused by customers expectation. And it is a difference between customer expectation and customer perception of service quality received by an organization. So which turns into depend on the nature of gap associated with marketing, design and delivery of services. So gap 5 of the product of gaps 1, 2, 3 and 4, if these 4 gaps are filled, I mean if these 4 areas are not lacking, so the gap 5 automatically eliminates, because it is related to customer whatever communication whatever he receives from word of mouth or their past experience, it will summarize into customers expected service, and whatever communication done by the service provider, it can create the perceived service. And if there is a gap between these two, it will definitely generate a lack of service quality. So this is all about gap 5 gaps model of service quality. And on the basis of these gap model, a service provider or a marketer can analyze the quality of services gaps among all the service provider themes and all the service providing areas. So thank you.